Today, a single Lamborghini can cost upwards of $500,000. Celebrities, billionaires, and elite athletes compete just for the chance to own one. The brand is the ultimate symbol of speed, luxury, and extreme engineering. But the man who created it was never supposed to build sports cars. He was the son of a humble farmer, a man who built his first fortune by turning World War II scrap metal into tractors. And the real reason Lamborghini exists today wasn't just ambition, it was revenge. This is the story of how a farmer's son challenged the most powerful name in Italian racing and changed automotive history forever. A farm boy's obsession. Ferruccio Lamborghini was born in 1916 in a small village in northern Italy. His family owned a vineyard, and life was simple: harvest grapes, work the fields, and repeat. His father expected Ferruccio to carry on the family legacy, but Ferruccio was captivated by something else: machines. One day, his father bought an old tractor for the farm, and it changed everything. While others saw a noisy tool, Ferruccio saw a puzzle. He began dismantling it, studying every bolt and gear, learning the language of engines. What started as curiosity became an obsession. Ferruccio didn't want to grow grapes, he wanted to build machines. Eventually, he convinced his father to let him study engineering, a decision that would alter the course of history. Forged in war. In 1940, the world was plunged into World War II. Ferruccio was drafted into the Italian Air Force, but instead of the battlefield, he was sent to the garage. He spent years repairing military trucks, engines, and heavy machinery under intense pressure. By the end of the war, he had become an exceptional mechanic. But when he returned home in 1946, Italy was in ruins. Factories were destroyed, and the economy had collapsed. Jobs were scarce, but Ferruccio noticed something. Farmers desperately needed tractors to rebuild, but new machines were far too expensive. He saw an opportunity where others saw only scrap. The empire of scrap. Ferruccio began collecting abandoned military vehicles, broken trucks, old engines, and discarded metal left over from the war. Using these parts, he built his first tractor. It was cheap, simple, and incredibly effective. Orders started pouring in. Within a few years, he founded Lamborghini Trattori. By the early 1950s, it had become one of Italy's largest tractor manufacturers. Ferruccio was now a very wealthy man, and like many wealthy Italians, he developed a passion for luxury cars, especially Ferraris. The insult that created a legend. Ferruccio owned the best cars money could buy: Mercedes, Maserati, Jaguar, but his favorite was his Ferrari 250 GT. There was just one problem: the clutch kept breaking, over and over. Frustrated, Ferruccio decided to fix it himself. When he opened it up, he was shocked. The clutch inside his expensive Ferrari was almost identical to the one he used in his tractors. Ferrari was charging a fortune for a basic part. Ferruccio decided to visit Enzo Ferrari himself. He politely explained the issue and offered suggestions for improvement, but Enzo Ferrari did not take criticism well. He famously told Ferruccio, "Stick to building tractors. You don't understand sports cars." Ferruccio left that meeting furious. He made a vow: if Ferrari wouldn't build the perfect sports car, he would. The birth of the Raging Bull. In 1963, Lamborghini was founded. His goal was clear: build a grand touring car that was faster, more comfortable, and more reliable than a Ferrari. He poached Italy's top engineers, including former Ferrari designers. Together, they built the Lamborghini 350 GT. It was elegant, powerful, and refined. It was a success, but Ferruccio wanted more. He wanted to be revolutionary. The world's first supercar. In 1966, Lamborghini released a car that stunned the world: the Miura. It was low, wide, and aggressive, but the real innovation was the mid-engine layout, placing the engine behind the driver. This design made the car faster and better balanced. Today, almost every supercar uses this layout, but Lamborghini did it first. The Miura became an instant sensation. From Hollywood stars to world leaders, everyone wanted one. Lamborghini had officially arrived, and Ferrari suddenly had a dangerous rival, from success to disaster. By the late 1970s, the company was thriving with legendary models like the Espada and the Countach. But in the early 70s, disaster struck. A massive tractor order for the Bolivian government was suddenly canceled after a coup, leaving Ferruccio with enormous debt. Then, the 1973 oil crisis hit. Fuel prices skyrocketed, and the market for gas-guzzling supercars vanished overnight. With no other choice, Ferruccio sold his shares in 1974 and retired to his vineyard. The man who built the brand walked away from it forever. The modern legacy. For decades, Lamborghini struggled, passing through several owners. But in 1998, the brand was saved when it was purchased by Audi, part of the Volkswagen Group. Combining Italian passion with German engineering, they created new icons, the Gallardo, the Aventador, and the Huracan. In 2018, they launched the Urus, an SUV that became their most successful model ever. Today, Lamborghini sells over 10,000 cars a year and is worth billions of dollars. The most incredible part of this story is how it began. Not in a luxury studio, but on a small farm. It started with a boy who loved machines, a mechanic who built tractors from scrap, and a man who was told he wasn't good enough. Sometimes the greatest companies are born from a single moment of anger. In Lamborghini's case, that anger created a legend. If you want to see more stories behind the world's biggest brands, subscribe to Framework Prime. What's your favorite supercar? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.